Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So as part of my rediscovering of supermarket beers in 2024, we're going back over to a beer that can be found Morrison's, Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's. I think all of them do Elsie Mo. So Elsie Mo is from a Nottingham brewery called Castle Rock Brewery, possibly the most well-known of the local breweries in Nottingham. Obviously, Nottingham Forest fan, or lifelong. I don't jump ship when Nottingham Forest get demoted. I'll stay where we are. Relegated even. But I have had this many times on cask. I did hear a rumour that the recipe is brewed and bottled at a different brewery to Castle Rock, because Castle Rock haven't got their own bottling or canning plant, which is a shame. Being me, I would absolutely love Castle Rock to brew, bottle and can their own beers on site. Once you've done it, once you've got the setup in place, then I mean, I get it for supermarkets because you want to go to somewhere that can do it there. But let's be fair, with any brewery, with any beer, the person who brews that beer and the water that is the biggest part of the beer, if it's brewed and that at the same place, then you're getting that beer at its optimal, taste and the way it is, and with the right people brewing it as well. Because if you contract brew to somebody else, and this happens all across the country, contract brewing, the beer's never quite the same. But anyway, we'll have a go, we'll have a see what it's like. Elsie Mo, glorious golden ale, ABV of 5%. I will read what it says on the back. Characterised by a floral citrus aroma with a beautiful balance of malt and hops, Elsie Mo is an award-winning golden ale. Brewed to a high strength to enjoy at home, we are quietly confident that after drinking this, you'll see why she remains one of our flagship beers. And if you've ever gone to the Victoria Hotel in Beeston, you'll see the old pictures of Elsie Mo and Hemlock Bitter, which is actually should be, and Castle Rock may not like me saying this, but Hemlock should be a core beer and brewed always. But obviously I don't work for any brewery. I just drink beer and try to do it all right. So, brewed with Challenger, Bowbeck and Aurora hops. You don't hear a Challenger all the time, but you don't hear a Bowbeck and Aurora as much. So it's interesting. I've never actually seen any of these, these single hop beers that they come out with. I've never seen anyone do an Aurora or a Bowbeck. Not personally, at least. So in a Castle Rock glass. From 2010. I'll be honest, I can't remember if it was at the Castle then or if it was at Sneinton. Yeah, so as we can see, a golden pour, plenty of carbonation. The whitehead's already dissipated. I tried not to pour too much of a head. So there we go. Let's see what it tastes like. Let me clear my nasal passages. Yeah, there's a bit of a fruity nose going off there. Right, let's dive in. There's a pronounced difference between cask and bottle. I know this with all beers, and so it's very difficult. When you drink this on cask and then you drink it out of bottle and it's like, don't taste the same. And even the Raggie's Golden Ale that was up there on cask, it tasted amazing. In bottle, it was okay, but it wasn't as, you know, as good as the cask version, especially fresh cask. It's malty. There's a hint of fruit, hint of zestiness to it. I mean, it's been around blubber neck a long time. I've seen them photos. Obviously, Castle Rock's been around for a long time. I can't remember how many pubs they've got. I'm sure it was 25, but I might be wrong. I'm sure it's not 25. I haven't even been to that many of them. Trying to think where they are. Swan in the Bushes, Loughborough, Stratford Avon, West Bridgeford. In the city centre. Motion at your door. That's not a takeaway. Because I'm doing a review, and I'd rather not have a takeaway come in the middle of a blooming review. Lincolnshire Poacher, Canal Side, Barley Twist, Fat and Fiddle, Bread and Bitter. There's one in Kimberley that I can't remember the truffing name of. I have been in there, but it's been years. We was going to go the other week on my birthday, but we didn't do breakfasts, so that kind of put the News House is one. Yeah, can't think of the others. Gotta be honest, no. I know in the Isle of Man, whether it's somebody who was an ex-boss of Castle Rock or shareholder of Castle Rock, in the Isle of Man they get Castle Rock beers quite regular. Motion at the front door again. That might be the dog. That might be the dog having a wee. Yeah, I can't think of any more Castle Rock pub. Newark-on-Trent, Fox and Crown, Newark-on-Trent. I've been there. It's a nice pub. Yeah, can't think any more than that. You know, as going around and beer drinking goes, I haven't been to that many pubs. But then again, the pubs I do go to, I've got most of the beers that I want to try anyway. So yeah, unless I'm on my travels and then we're travelling around the country, trying beers from all over the place. And for me, they're missing a trick in Nottingham with pubs, because you could have a Lincolnshire tap takeover. So pub breweries from Lincolnshire, and breweries, you know, without the main one, which we call Bateman's, without them being part of it, because their beers are everywhere anyway. But there's many other breweries whose beers don't get to come to Nottingham, and for me, there's a trick being missed. If I ran a micro pub or pub, you know, I would have a tap takeover with breweries from different regions. You know, you talk about you know, just going off a slight tangent, we talk about Lincolnshire. Fab Brewery, Ferrieros Brewery, Munyard Brewery, Luda Brewing, Docks Beers, you know, craft and keg. Whew. Same with Luda, to be fair. And there you've got breweries that would make, 4 breweries that make a fantastic tap takeover, a full tap takeover, in a pub that can hold, you know, plenty of cask and keg. It would be interesting. And you go around the country, and there are breweries that are not in Nottingham, certainly not in the city centre that much, that could do some exciting tap takeovers and bring the punters in who you know may be bored of all the hype breweries with their inflated prices. So yeah, just me doing my thing there, going off on a slight tangent. But in any case, it's an easy drinking golden ale. It's fruity, malty fruity. Like I say, easy drinking. 5% doesn't taste like 5% at all. You'd be struggling. You know, you could say, put a bloody plant in next door's garden earlier. Put a plant into this. What I thought was water. It was water on the top. Plant was dying. Put it in. I've come back just before I'm going home. The hell's that? Put my finger and sniff. It's bloody oil. So they put a bucket with oil in the garden. It's rained, and here's me thinking it's water. So I put the plant in. It's bloody oil. I can smell it on my fingers too. I've washed my fingers twice. Yeah. Would I drink this again? Always the question. Yeah. Certainly on cask. I'd have a crack at this if I see it on cask. Funnily enough, apart from a Castle Rock Brewery pub, don't see many Castle Rock beers at all these days. I don't know if they're, you know, going to certain pubs and that's it, or they're signed off to certain pubs. But the pubs I'm going in, for whatever reason, unless it's just the fact that they're rotating their beers all the time, and you know, and I've missed them. Don't see it very often. So yeah, would drink it again on cask, definitely. Out of 5 for me, yeah, a 4.1 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon.